guys, today I want to talk about that one time I got fired from my job, my first job in like 2015. So I'm just gonna start on that. So I was supposed to be going on this trip to Tallahassee with my church, right? And at my job, I had been working there for like 2 months already, and they told me how to request off, how to do this, how to do that. So I was like, okay, I'm set. I text my bosses and both of my bosses, and I leave a note in the little slot in the office where they told me I was supposed to, and I verbally talked to them. So I was like, okay, they know that I'm leaving, this is fine. And I also talked to the other person that I worked with to make sure that they'd be able to pick up my shift and work it for me, and they're like, yeah, I can do that. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna be in Tallahassee for an entire day. It's gonna be fun. I don't have to worry about my job. Right. So on the way to Tallahassee, we were allowed to have our phones, and I'm like, chilling out, swiping through like Snapchat and Instagram, and, having a good time. And I'm like, yes, just in case anything happens at work, I'll have my phone. So the entire like 3 hours that we're there, I'm just chilling out, and I'm like, this is great. We get to Tallahassee, and the guy that is leading our group goes, hey, hand over your phones. And I'm like, I need my phone to contact my work. Or if they need to contact me, I'll be able to answer. He was like, no, give me your phone. I was like, okay. And I knew that it was a really bad idea to give him my phone. I just felt like something was up, right? So we're in Tallahassee, and we're doing all the activities, and I'm like fine on the outside, but on the inside I'm like, oh my god, something's happening, something's gonna happen, I need my phone, I need to check it, I need to see if my boss is called, right? When everything's winding down, he finally gives us our phones back, and I'm like, whew, okay, nothing happened at work. And I turn on my phone, I look at the screen, and I have like 12 missed calls and like 12 texts from both of my bosses asking me where I am. So I'm like, hello? And they're like, yeah, hey, where are you? And I'm like, I'm in Tallahassee, I left you guys notes and we talked about this. And they're like, yeah, well, the person who said that they would pick up your shift never came in. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, but I'm in Tallahassee, I couldn't do anything about that. And they were like, well, you should have come back to, come in because they couldn't come in. I was like, dude, I had no clue that they couldn't come in. So they told me not to come in the next day to work, but to come in so they could talk to me. So I was like, great. I'm getting fired from my first job ever. Awesome. So I go in the next day, and they're like, you should have told us that you wouldn't have your phone or anything. I was like, I didn't know that I wouldn't have it. I'm sorry. Whatever happened to the person that was supposed to pick up my shift? And they go, yeah, her car wouldn't start and her mom wouldn't let her use her car. And I was like, there are other ways to get to work. Like, call one of your friends or call a taxi or something. But now I have to pay for something that you couldn't do for me, something that we both agreed on. Like, get out of my face with this. And like I think a year has gone by since that happened, and I was working at this other place, and I was also trying to find a second job. So I go back to that place that I got fired from, and I see one of my managers, and I'm like, hey, are you guys like hiring right now? And he's like, sorry to tell you, but not really. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's probably because they think I'm a bad worker because they had to fire me for something that wasn't my fault, but whatever. So I'm just so caught up in that because it was so stupid to get fired over something that wasn't my fault, but whatever. That's how it goes. Stay tuned into my channel for any of my next videos that I post. I'm going to try to post every Friday, and yes, I know today is Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? Pretty sure today is Wednesday. But I felt like I needed to add something else, and then I might post something this Friday, and if I don't, it'll be next Friday. I just need time to brainstorm since my brain has been dead for the past week and a half. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I won't complain. It's always a good thing to have subscribers. So I'll see you guys next time.